Hey there, it's iRun here, and welcome to the highly anticipated Farming Simulator 17. I'm going to walk through, this is my first time getting on. I want to walk through some of these things with you. You now see we still have career mode, multiplayer mode. There's some tutorials on here if you want to learn the basics. And we may go through those at another time, but they are usually pretty basic. There is now the mod area where you can go in here. You can look for the most downloaded mods, trailers, tractors, tools, maps. There's no maps yet. The best mods, you can go in here, you can look at them. They'll populate. And if you want them, you can press the X and, like we want that, press that X, go into it, and we could install it. But we're not going to do that right now. We're just doing a little bit of a walkthrough. Obviously, your trophy areas, your PlayStation Store, and credits. But let's get into the game itself. Alright, so let's start up our first game in Farming Simulator 17. We get the standard settings, easy, normal, or hard. I want to go ahead and get into this pretty quick so that we can get past this music. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It comes with standard Goldcrest Valley and Sosnovska. So those are the two maps that come with it just out of the box. If you were wondering, I know there were some questions in my comments in a previous one. So no Bjornholm, unfortunately, and or Westbridge Hills. So let's check out Goldcrest. This is like the starter one now. You also get the opportunity to choose between a male or a female. I kind of actually like the fact that you can see the female's shirt a little bit better. But yeah, I'm going to pick a male, and let's go with that. So this right here will show that the DLC that you've already purchased and downloaded, there is about 5 different DLC items that you can get in the PlayStation Store right now. These two came if you pre-ordered automatically, and there was actually one extra tractor if you bought it through PlayStation, and you get it free, and I'll show that to you later on. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, let's get into the game. So we're going to turn off the tutorial for now. We'll cover that at another point. So here it is. We are in Goldcrest Valley. We can hear some chickens off over there. We start off with a truck, an old dirty truck this time, as opposed to last time with no car. In easy mode, we start off with 25,000 euro. So you can press the option button, so all your settings now are in this area, as opposed to, like in Farming Simulator, we had 2 different kind of areas we went to. One was with pressing the L3 button, so that's a little bit different. I want to get over here to the settings, so I'm going to change this to dollar and miles. I believe in Farming Simulator 15 it would detect where you were located and try to pick that up. They've now broken out the volume. Before there was just a master, and if you remember, I would turn it down to like 20%. I'm still going to do that for now, at least for this tutorial. We'll see how that goes. Also here, all these settings are fine, but for this part here, I want to go ahead and let's just do this off for now. We don't really want any plant growth in the tutorial, and plant withering is off, so that works out. So I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and save it. Alright, so we have our crops area here. You can go into here, and this is the help. So this is your farming basic crops, plows, sowing, harvesting, improving the yield. You can go over, there's advanced knowledge, grass and hay, collecting grass, grass usage, straw, chaff, silage, buying fields. They have animals, so as you know that they've added a pig, as you can see there now, and this is how you can go about taking care of the different animals in the game. It's a little bit more involved now than it was in the last one, so there you go. And we have forestry. And your production recap. And what else do we have? And making money. So just different little tips and trips here. Here's the shop. All right, let's go on to the next one. So there's a map overview. You can do it by growth, soil composition. If you give it a minute, it'll change. You can also filter stuff. So if you want to turn off like the icons for the home shops and stuff like that, if you want to turn off where your tractors are located at, I don't know why you would ever want to turn off these particular things, but if you did, you could do them. This is where your prices are now. So this is where we would go. Usually we used to press the L3 button and we'd see what was selling for what and where. I don't really know. I haven't gotten that far into it yet, but so there's different types of crops that you can grow now, more than just the basic. Your vehicle overview, your financial overview, your animal overview, and your overall statistics, which, obviously we haven't been doing anything. All right, so let's get back in here. Let's go ahead and check out the shop real quick. So you go in the shop. A lot of it is the same as before. I'll let you guys explore it. One of the reasons why I want to show you this is if you're on the fence about whether you want to buy it, I want you to be able to see it. So there's a miscellaneous area now. I really like this. You can buy this device right here that will actually allow you to delete fields. So if you ever created a larger field and you go, man, I'd like to redo something, you can do that with this device. So that's one of it there. And over here in the placeables, we now have different things we can place. So we can place a water tower. We can put a vehicle workshop, and most of this stuff is just so like before, if you had to go to a certain part of the map to take care of the vehicles, you can now place one that's closer to wherever you're farming at the time. Heating plant, some expanded silos, so you can put these next to your silo and it'll expand the capacity. But there's some other stuff. So there's a hayloft, a small vehicle shelter, small storage shelter, large storage shelter, vehicle shelter, different things that you can actually place now to make the map more of your own than just having to rely directly on the stuff that comes pre-populated in the map, this is probably also because of the mods. We still have the standard bee house. You have the solar collectors, the wind energy converters, but we also have some other placeables, like there's a round picnic shelter, there's a rectangular shelter, a small shack, elevated shack. So you can make this map your own. So far, though, there's only 3 trees. So before, I think there was like 7 or 8 trees. There's no pine tree here, just birch, maple, and oak. You can go and get your own pallets now. So this is where you also get your saplings, but they have different pallets. Like there's a fertilizer and pig food bag. Don't really know much about it right now. I just know that it's there. And again, the tractors. So the T7. So that is the one that was supposed to come with the PlayStation. And then I believe it was the Valtra was one of them, and there was one more. All right, so let's see what we start off with. Well, if we go here and we go to our garage, this is our starting items here. And as you see, in the easy mode, we start off with 25,000 cash. So that, I believe that's significantly lower than last time. I think it was like 50,000 last time. I did go and do normal mode earlier, and it was 20,000. So I'm going to assume that maybe hard mode is going to be 15,000. So these are the different items that you start off with. But what I really want to show you guys is, so let's just cycle through. So I do love this. When you get in a vehicle, it shows you exactly what it is at the bottom there. So there's a New Holland 8340. We can go ahead and attach that. There's a case IH 1455XL, so you don't have to wonder what you're getting into. Here's another case IH 1455. Get our little tipper going there. And our Lizard pickup rodeo. By the way, there's a whole really nice truck now in there as well. Looks like more of a modern truck. But check this out. You ready? Check this out. We are in trains. Let's take this baby for a spin. So we can press our R1 and L1 together and start cruise control. So let's so we can ride on trains. So this you don't need Train Simulator 2017 anymore. You can get your train on right here in Farming Simulator. And if you look at the map in the bottom left corner, you can see it follows. This one follows a particular path to different areas. You can control it. Let's see if we're going to hear it here. So it doesn't show it there, but if you go over a street, you'll hear the warning tickers going off. You can control it just like a car with going forward with your R2 and slowing down with your L2. So we're coming back up pretty soon here. Let's go ahead and deactivate the cruise control. So that's automatically going to slow us down a little bit, but you can see we're still going. And we're fixing to come up, I think. Are we coming up on where we started? Or is that still around the corner? That's around the corner. Yeah. Obviously, when we see the other train, because they were side by side, I think that's it over there. Yep. I don't know if we can get inside the vehicle yet. I haven't tried that. But, so I'm holding the, I'm just kind of constantly pressing on the L2 so that it'll slow us down. And we could get out. Or we can get back in this one. And we can take this one around. So I want to, let's take this around real quick just so you can see the two different train routes. And I want you to also see what happens when there used to be a button to get inside the vehicle. I don't remember what it is. If you remember that right now, just leave that down in the comments below. I'll figure it out later. The controls are slightly different in this game. I was really excited about this, so we can ride on the train. Not that you're doing a whole lot, but it just adds a new dynamic to it. It doesn't look like we can send it off though on its own, can we? I don't think we can. So I think you actually have to do this now yourself, where before, when we could do it, we would send the train off all by itself and we would just wait. Look, duck. So listen here, watch. Hear that? Yep. Alright, so I really just want to show you that part on this portion of the track. There's the mountains. So a nice scenery as well. But we'll cut out here and cut back in when we get back to the train station. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you hold down your L1 and R1 now and you toggle your radio on, you have different stations you can listen to. Just like in American Truck Simulator. And you can toggle to the next radio station. So they got a pop radio station, electro, country, rock. Yeah. We should be listening to country. We're out in the country, right? Alright, I just want to share that with you. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, we're coming back up on the train station. So I really just want to kind of do this as a general overview. So if you were thinking about picking it up but you were kind of still on the fence, you have an idea. You can see the new things that they've added. I'll probably do a few more. We'll probably be starting our regular multiplayer series again. I'm waiting to hear back from Dead Bob and the guys. I also know about a few other things that I'll be doing some little quick tutorials with, or little tips. And if you have any questions of those, any comments, anything you'd like to learn, or any suggestions, just leave those down in the comments below. So until next time, this is iRun on Farming Simulator 17. We are now excited. It is here. And we will see ya. Look. All the pretty wheat. Later.